Hello, kitties. Okay, so I was compelled. I hadn't wanted to do no readings. Literally, I hadn't even got on YouTube and attempted to do no readings since I guess I was pregnant at the time. I was actually. So this was probably like last year sometime, last June. And I just, been living life and raising my baby girl and traveling back and forth from home, um, from my mom and my dad's house. So, and just spending time with my husband when he's home. So I hadn't really been compelled to do a reading. And because I hadn't really got, um, I had went through my own personal healing, which even led to me to want to do turn cards. But when things are great, and you just don't mess with it, and not even that turning cards means something's wrong, but I didn't feel the need that I needed to just do it. I don't really turn them for myself. I did play with my little baby girl with the cards, just showing her stuff that mommy's into. I watch tons of probably every reader who's on YouTube because that's just my thing. I like it. Um, Energy is fluid and it will change. And sometimes if you know something's coming, that'll change because you know it. Facts. So I didn't want to do any type of readings that would kind of distort what my own personal journey, my own personal healing, because I feel like, and I'm not saying that every reader, because everybody don't have it going on, just, oh, my life is perfect, so I'm able to tell you about your stuff. That ain't the case, and that's not what this is about. This is about spirit flowing through you and you being a channel through spirit sometimes for people who are blocked or for people who just can't see. Um, it is a true blessing to be enlightened. And if you know, like I know, if you're a person who's gone through dark night of the soul, people who have and know about going through dark night of the soul, that is a death, and so it is not fun coming into awakening of spirituality. It is not a ah, you know what, I think I'm just going to be turning cards today, and this is so cool. No, you experience some pain to get to this level and to be able to do this, just coming into your spiritual awakening period. It is not a pretty sight, exclamation point. Okay. And some people, it's so funny, and I also don't really share this because I come from a very I'm southern. So where I'm from in Tejas, you know, if it ain't the blood, what you doing? So I also kind of kept that private because I knew a lot of people wouldn't understand who weren't conscious or woke in a spiritual sense other than what they've been told or shown. My stuff that I'm dealing with is BC. So with that being said, I just wanted to just kind of have that little opening. I don't want to be too long on that. It was just my personal choice not to really turn the cards and really pursue. I have a whole website up that I hadn't put any merchandise on. I have just my little $5 crystal oracle readings, and they're still on there. And I just need to update and vlog more. And I'm getting back to that. I'm getting back more to me because if any mothers are out there who have ever had a child, then you also know, like I know, that that's a whole nother out of body that you go through, and coming back into yourself, feeling, because once you get your body back, then working back to who you were before becoming a mother, and integrating, putting that together with being a mom. If you know, like I know, that that's a job in itself. So while baby girl is asleep, she's so precious and she's so sweet, and I'm just so grateful for, God knows, having a child at 34, turning 35 after she was born. I just can't believe, you know, I just can't believe it. My little Saggy girl, she's so sweet and feisty and fiery, and I just adore her so much. And I know we're gonna have a really good time as mom and daughter. I just can't wait. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and clear some little energy, get some, burn a little twig of sage here, and really, guys, I didn't know I had this in me. Trust me. It was just uh something that was a little lightweight interest. I didn't get into this spirituality. I didn't know about it until like kind of really thoroughly having my heart broken, and there was love involved, right? But not even that, not even just love. It was betrayal of people that I thought were my friends. The heartache of, the truth, like when you find out like certain people in your family don't ain't really down for you or care for you or really hate on you. Like it took like me literally having the 10 swords in me to get to this point. You understand? And to me, because I was always a person putting other people first. I always, oh, you need a ride, or I'll come through, or come through. You let men use you, you let people, women use you. I was that person. I was so giving. I wasn't a fool. I wasn't crazy by far, but I was so loving and giving to others that his spirit was like, oh no, okay. See, now the shit hurt, don't it? It's hurting all that you've been through all your life, all your 30 years. It's coming up on your ass, ain't it? And it did. It really brought me to a place to where I could not take any more. Um, it got so ugly and dark that my mother recommended that I come and stay with my father because she's just like, you know, um, I'm just scared for you. And I couldn't, at the time. I was just like, you're tripping. I wanted to keep living my life the way it was. But when I say I'm so grateful, listen to your mothers. I'm so grateful that I made this decision. I left my hometown and I came to live in another state, and everything. And I did the fucking work. That's another thing. Do the work of your healing, because if you don't do the work, I don't care where you are, if you don't do the work to heal, the same lessons and cycles are going to keep repeating yourself. See, now when things from the past are trying to creep up, I laugh at it. I think this shit is funny. I think it's cute, because it's like, don't you know that, I'm a scholar at this point? I'm a professor. I'm no longer a student. I've I've graduated from those life lessons. But anywho, and I'll keep talking about my own personal journey, but I wanted to do, I have all my other cards laid out. I'm not a person who got like a million decks or anything like this, but I do have this one very special, special deck that I've been saying that I'm gonna get on here and do, and that's even I was talking about, like, I had to do a whole setup in my office because my office normally doesn't look like this. This was all stuff that was at my altar in my bedroom, but I wanted to go ahead and I want to do an inner child cards. Um, just maybe a weekend oracle. I guess we could say like the energy going to weekend. It's the very beginning of May. We're like it's the third, so hopefully vibes are high because people are getting paid. You know how it is. Rent just got what rents due, so hopefully everybody has their money for that. All those good things, but just the overall energy. And sometimes we need to look at our inner child to see. Um, what healing needs to be done, what even the simplest things. 'Cause y'all know children are very simple, you know, what simple energies that we are overlooking. If we took a child's eye instead of our grown folks' eye. Um, Also, even having a child has made me want to look into, how can my inner child be healed? Because even I'm talking about when you think about things going back to your childhood that's hurt you, that has affected you as an adult. I mean, it can play a major role in how you deal with people, how you handle people, how you let people handle you, you know. So, some people think you're a pushover, a pussy, they're gonna try to punk you out all the time, and ain't nobody's punk, okay? So I just want to, or what makes us have a victimization from our childhood, or what joys and beauty on good times remember for being a child. Everybody didn't have that perfect childhood, and some of us got to have a childhood with a little, harsh, some harsh little lessons in it. So, anywho, this is the Inner Child cards. It is about a couple, learner and learner, and they are based out of, I believe they are in La Cruz, New Mexico. And I came across this deck at a company that I was working for. A corporate office was having like a little benefit for raising money for Africa. And um, they were having like, little kind of like low key garage sale right there in the foyer of our job. I literally was like, okay, one of my supervisors like, you gonna buy, something? I was like, yeah, I guess I will. They knew when to start selling shit because it was on payday. And tell me why I walked over there. I was looking at some African art, but my eyes zoomed in on this box. Now tell me, I didn't know that it was Oracle cards. I just saw the title. And I said, oh, this would be cool to read, Inner Child. But as I looked, examined closer, it turned out they were whole Oracle decks. And guys, when I say it is a gorgeous deck. It is a gorgeous deck, and it's one of a kind. I haven't seen anybody on YouTube using these, and that was why, because I see everybody with these, but I hadn't seen anybody with these. And so they're huge, and they're just vibrant, and they make me think of my baby girl, colorful and playful. And but there's, you think, oh, look at this kitty ass shit, fairy tale stuff. Child, when I say these little things will actually have you well, these big cards will have you contemplating about your life, will have you get your life. And that's the truth, Ruth. They not they may be inner child, but they talking about your inner child with your grown self. and and what may need to look at, and what you may be feeling on the inside, how life has treated you. You know, funniest thing is, for my baby girl, I got Sleeping Beauty. Of course, she's asleep right now. Um, when I did it last week, playing with them. And for myself, I got Cinderella, and then I watched a few readers talk about Cinderella, and pretty much how I've been treated like Cinderella my whole life. Isn't that cold? It's a cold please. But I'm grateful because Cinder did get her prince. Cinder did get her abundant life. The evil stepmother and all the bitches fell back, And that's just what it is. That's just what it is. It really worked out, and energies never stay the same. I can't say what life will bring for me. I can't say um I won't say that, forever after is not forever, but I will say that you don't know what life is going to bring you. That's the beauty of growth and glowing up and all of that. You don't know what's going to happen. Probably why I got into, I was so intrigued by tarot because, you know, us controlling Aquarius is people wanting to know. I need to know what's going on so I can plan accordingly because, you know, my plans are my plans got plans. Don't play with me. But it's okay. You know, it's okay to have the unknown speak for you to give you some type of perspective, some type of basis, because sometimes we can be truly lost in this world and just not know what the fuck is going on. Let's see what's at the bottom. Child, 5 hearts. Hmm. Hmm. And I'm thinking I may grab the booklet just so that way we can get clear on energies and readings. But let's talk about what's happening. So I guess let's see how many are we gonna pull. I don't know. Let's start off with 3. Hmm. Child, child, get your face. Let me tell y'all something. When I tell y'all don't play with spirit, I mean that. Girl, get your together. I'm gonna turn this a little bit. Oops. I don't want you being all my cheese. I got my robe on. I didn't get dressed. Ah, I didn't get dressed to get cute. I still got my bonnet on. All of that. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Like, I never would have thought I would be doing this. And like I said before, this was all spirit. This was all me having to glow up. Glow up on the real. That's what this was about for myself. So, spirit, you don't choose spirit. Spirit choose you. And if you know anything about game, you know how real that is. Um, what 3 cards came out? Guardian of Crystals, Guardian of Wands, and 10 of Hearts. Now, I'm like, well, damn, am I picking up on my own damn energy? You know, am I picking up on my own situation? Could be. A spirit may be trying to give me a message while it's trying to give you a message. But look at this Guardian of Crystals. Look how she holding the world in her hands. Look at her wings. Look at the clouds and the sun behind her. Her flower halo. Guardian. Garden. Guarding the gems. I'm going to get into what that's about actually. And then it's like snails and mushrooms and leaves and frogs and grapevines all around. Child. Guardian of Wands. I can't believe that these came out to y'all. Y'all don't even know because it's all like the whole fairy tale scheme is in these. So I didn't get Little Red Riding Hood or Pied Piper or you know Peter Pan or the Big Bad Wolf. None of them came out. Beauty and the Beast. None of them came out. These came out. Spirit with their wings and things. Look at this Guardian of Wands. The butterfly, the blue butterfly above, and the pink, and the honeysuckle, and the caterpillar squirming around because you know what caterpillars do? They turn into butterflies. They go in their cocoons. They go in the flowers, they cocoon, and then what? They turn into butterflies. Look at this Guardian of the Wands. And then this big firefly, you know, that's when you really own it. When you turn into a firefly. Sitting up her guardian. And here we go again with the world. Chilling. Because you being watched over. Wands, fiery. Guardian of that fire. And I love the purple background. Y'all know, if you don't know, purple's my favorite color. Amethyst is my birthstone because I'm a February aqua. And you know what I deal with? That crown. That crown chakra. Now, 10 hearts. Come on, y'all. I said I was just going to pull 3 cards. Out of all of these cards, out of all of these cards, these 3 decide to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Look at these shells and the seahorses and the goldfish and the turtle and the heart with wings. Now, all of these, we've been running a theme, huh? The wings, taking flight. I could fly from earth to heaven, honey. Beyond the universe, through the galaxy. Look at that gorgeous rainbow in the ocean. Giving me all kinds of yummy vibes. Look how she holding that rainbow like, ah. Let me tell you, with the heart, with the wings on her head as her crown. You see, I'm a mermaid, but you see me sitting on land. Give me little mermaid vibes too. But she's sitting on the rock, and the bird's sitting there in front of her. And the bird's like, "Wow, you got that rainbow up like that?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm holding it down. I'm balancing it." So I don't even want to go into what I think that this is about. I'm actually gonna read from the book. And again, let me show you the cover of this joint. You know, because a lot of people don't be wanting to show their cards, but why not? So, Inner Child cards, a journey into fairy tales, myth, and nature. And let's see. Let's start with the Guardian of Crystals. Telling you, such a gorgeous deck of cards, and the illustration that the illustrator, he did his thing on here. Christopher, he was bomb. Okay, I went right to her. Ironically, but not ironic, honey. Spirit don't play no games, let me tell you. Guardian of Crystals, Gaia. So, you know, Gaia is Earth. Both the Earth Crystal suit and Inner Child cards end with Gaia, the gentle caretaker of planet Earth. She is externally abundant, reverent, and wise. Her protection extends to the entire human family and all of nature's creatures. She is consistently working to maintain the delicate ecological balance and to reinstate inner harmony within the polluted atmosphere, waters, and soil across the globe. She is sorrowful that humans are destroying the rainforests and exterminating the beautiful sea creatures, owls, elephants, and other living beings for their own selfish purposes. The guardian of crystals is a head of state, teacher, politician, lawyer, physician, and spiritual healer at the highest level. Someone who holds the universal vision and panoramic view of life. As the 12th century closes, many scientists are awakening to a new view of life on planet Earth. suggesting what is called the Gaia hypothesis. They have finally accepted what millions of spirituality aware people have known for ages. The earth is a pulsating, living, breathing organism in the cosmos. In this card, Gaia holds the earth spear in her gentle hands, radiating warmth and nurturance. She offers the wisdom of time, reminding us that there is a season for every divine purpose and meaningful cycles for every earthly transformation. She is the loving presence we make contact when we visit mountains, oceans, waterfalls, gardens, forests, meadows, and canyons. Her greatest strength is felt when the sun, in opposition to the earth, moves through Cancer and the earth travels through Capricorn. The quartz crystal on the pendant around Gaia's neck suggests the opening of humanity's throat chakra, creating an increased ability for people to communicate globally through newspapers, radio, television, computers, satellites, clairvoyance, and mental telepathy. Gaia's bringing the human family together through a combination of inventive thinking and back to the land movement that has even surfaced in politics as the Green Party. When Gaia appears in your reading, be thankful for the gift of life. Treasure your deepest friendships. Give gratitude to the parents and relatives who who raised you, to the elders who inspire you with great visions of hope and the triumphs of the human spirit. Devote yourself to beautifying and enriching the land. Get involved in recycling, gardening, planting trees. Donate funds or volunteer your time to an environmental cause. Visit a special nature sanctuary and explore the wisdom teachings that emanate from heart and soul of the earth. So, how cute and how sweet is that? So basically, guardian of crystals, she's protecting Mother Earth, the plains on which we live on. That clear quartz, and it's like a clear quartz necklace, like with pearls. So it's all of that earth, air, water, even fire, because you got the sun in the background, all of that. But she's protecting, asking you to protect, be grateful for the soil that your feet stand on, to be above ground sometimes and not in it. And even both is a blessing. Now, I love like her face on her because she's looking like, mm-hmm. And for me to get this, there were some old personal messages in that I don't want to get into yet, because right now I'm still on my journey, as far as my professional career, and then this is the spirit. I don't even consider professional anything, work or business with this. This is all spirit and something that I need to let out. Thus, me being quiet. Now, this does go back to my beginning thoughts about my own, me not wanting to do readings or videos, because guess what? Throat chakra had been on. Like, I'm not speaking on this. I'm not talking on this. I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not saying nothing to nobody. I'm not dealing with no bullshit. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not going to let um any type of anything be, I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to let any give any more words than I need to, on a situation. Because, see, I could talk to you about spirit and things all day, but if you're not ready to receive it, it does me no good. I'm wasting my breath. So I had to turn all of that inner and go in and do this for myself. You understand me? And that means my throat chakra was like, and remember what I told you, guess who's guess what birthstone? My birthstone is amethyst. And what I do, I deal with my crown chakra. I'm intuitive. I'm a thinker first. So I'm not going to speak, but I am going to listen. I am going to watch. Better check game. Peep it. Understand it and overstand it. This is real life, folks. So I had to be quiet about a lot of stuff. A lot of personal things that I went through in pain, I kept quiet about. Because when I tried to talk to people about it, I was getting that shit back and hearing about it through other ways, hearing about it through other people, hearing about it through spirit, hearing about it through, because they were just some haters. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. So I kept things to myself. I kept my mouth shut. And see, when you keep your mouth shut and wait for spirit to open that chakra, that throat chakra, that's when you like, I done sat here and watched all y'all, but see, I playing chess. And even though I'm the queen and I'm protecting my king, all the rest of y'all is rooks, bishops, and pawns. Get the fuck off the board. Huh. I'm tell you. I'm tell you. I'm gonna move on to the Guardian of Wands, but first I need to take a ladies' break. Hold on. Whew. So thank you guys for holding. I had to wash and shea butter my hands and get back to um, what was going on now. Because Spirit had me on one just now, and then she had the TT. Yeah, yeah. So, like I said, I love that message about the guardian crystals. I'm so grateful that it came up because it was so many gems in that message for me, and I hope it was for you too. Now, let's move on to the Guardian of Wands. Looking at the card, it's like this angel wings don't look like feathers. They wings look like greenery, like I deal with wood and in the forest and like the insects and things that are so small and minute that you would take advantage of or for granted. That's what I do. But in his halo is like out of leaves. So all that. Let me find Guardian of Wands. The Wands. Here we go. Ace, two. And when I say like, oh hi Raphael. Why didn't I peep game who that was? So we got Gaia and we got Raphael. And if you know anything about archangels, Raphael. See, all this was BC, guys, before Christ. But you do hear them mentioned in your favorite old story. Now, Guardian of Wands, Raphael. In the mysterious and magical realm of spiritual life, there are said to be 9 levels of immortal beings who encircle the Creator and offer guidance and protection to humanity and the many worlds of nature. The ancient names for these beings are Seprium, Charbium, thrones, dominions, virtues, powers, principalities, archangels, and angels. The 4 archangels are called Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Raphael, pictured on this card, is the archangel of providence, who watches over humanity and offers direction and care to each struggling soul on earth. When you need nurturance and protection, a guardian angel under a guardian, sorry about that pause, guys. Look, getting them downloads, honey. Spirit, like, come on now. A guardian under the auspice of Raphael will comfort you when you need divine wisdom to take the right fork in the road of life. An element of Raphael's towering presence can fill your heart and mind. The name Raphael actually means God heals. Name for the sun god Ra. Y'all better come on with it. And I'm sorry I skipped a whole sentence because, baby, Lord. The name Raphael actually means God heals. And the first 2 letters, Ra, are reminiscent of the Egyptian name for the sun god Ra. Oh, y'all don't know what time it is. The archangel is said to rule Sundays and can be understood more fully through various heart meditations. Through the centuries, this exalted being has been painted escorting a young man and his dog, reminding us of the guidance offered Dorothy and Toto and the Seeker of Wands. So I'm telling you, I told y'all these cards, I'm telling you, they deal with it all. The fiction and spirit and nature, which is reality. The Archangel Raphael is also a guardian to all travelers and people on religious and spiritual. Let me. I don't know why all of a sudden I'm getting all tongue tied reading, but maybe spirit is just like, baby, this one is all of this is for you, and I hope it's for you too. The Archangel Raphael is also a guardian to all travelers and people on religious and spiritual pilgrimages through